Well, howdy, y'all. Well, I want to thank you. First off, I want to start this video out by thanking y'all for joining me on the live tonight. That was awesome. And also thanking you for all the support you have showed Mary and I through this time. And I think it's so cool that y'all are respecting our wishes and happy for us both that we both get to move on. And I am super happy that, you know, we get to do this amicably. Let them new lips, you know. And they're moving just right there close, you know. So Shorty gets to be close. And, you know, we all get to hang out, you know. We're still a family, you know. We're just going to be living apart. So it's all good. So future plans. My future plans for the Jemstead. As we move on, you know, of course, I'm going to be down there helping them a lot, and you're going to see a bunch of that coming up. Helping them get all set up down there. We've already had some stuff go on down there. Already been down there doing a bunch of stuff for them and making that happen, and you'll see all that coming up soon. But my future plans is, as soon as Miley gets her desk taken apart, you know, in that platform up there that we built from Shorty. I'm going to be putting the hot tub up in there. Gonna make a bachelor pad, man. So yeah, I'm going to be putting the hot tub up in there. That way I can enjoy that this winter, and instead of having to worry about running that power bill up in the wintertime, trying to keep it warm while it's sitting out here underneath the pergola. I think it's just better to have it in there. That's the only time I would really use it anyway. The summertime, it's just too hot to get in there. Even if it's cool, it's still, you know, in the summertime inside the barn, you know, I can just let it cool down. I can still get in there and cool off, just like an inside pool. But out here, it's just going to get hot. So, just not going to do it. So anyway, we are going to be expanding the J pond. So as you can see, it is it's still holding water pretty good. So my plan is now that I'm not going to build a house over there, I'm going to be moving a bunch of that stuff back, and I am going to be taking the J out there quite a bit farther and making this a lot bigger than what we originally planned. For the reasons of all of this right here gets so wet right here, right? So as you see, you know, you got the ditch down through there, so I'm going to be putting them pipes in there, but I'm going to be expanding the top of the J way over here, and then taking off that whole corner right there and making that a lot wider and going out through there, so that I can keep the island in there and still make it a J come around there. Because like I said, all of that right there stays wet, and all of this right here stays wet. So I figured there's enough dirt right there that piling it up around it will keep that dry and make that really sweet. So that's the plan for that. So there's two big changes coming, and also I am going to be cool sealing the roof on the shop over there, and be cleaning all this up over here. Let me walk you out here and show you this other spot that I got plans for now, and you know, a few other people have suggested this as well. So I am going to be coming over here to this area and making this happen. So all of this is going to get pushed back up into a pile there so I can burn that, and a bunch of these little trees are going to come down, so that parks it out a little bit better over here. And then this pad here where Rachel and Sean were staying, I'm going to go ahead and run power over here, because I do have the cable for it now. Underground burial, a direct burial wire anyway, and that's what's powering the tent right now, along with the water. So I am going to take it and dig a trench across over here and bring the water back over here. We did that over there because we weren't sure how things were going to work, and this way Mary and Miley could be comfortable over there until then. You know, that's why they had power and water over there. But now that they're got their own homestead going on, we're going to bring it back over here. And we're going to use this pad here as a campsite for people. So they can just pull up here on this part of the pad right here, level themselves out, and they got a nice little pad already made right there. It's good and solid. And we're going to take this stump and this tree out and this tree out, and we're going to run the water and the power through these trees right through there over to here, and put a pedestal up so they got power and water over here. So that way when people come to visit, bring their campers, they can just park up here and they've got all the amenities and be hooked up and still be, you know, have their own little privacy area, you know, while they're hanging out. So that's the plan for that. Now I think the majority of these trees are going to stay here, because I do like this little area right here. I do like it. And then a bunch of this over here has got to go. So like this pile right here, it's got to go, because it basically is stumps and brush and stuff like that has been piled up there, and the weeds have grown around it. And I'm going to take out a bunch more of these little trees over here, so that they'll have some sort of a view from when they're parked here for the pond. And taking all of that down, cleaning all that up over there. And eventually that'll all go away, and this will all be, you know, burned up and removed. So that's kind of the plan for all of that. You know, originally we were planning on building our house right here, right in this area here. But now that we're not doing that, I'm going to bring the J pond all the way back up here and utilize this wet area to take on the water. I think that'll be much better. I'm going to dig it good and deep too as well, so there's lots of water area, and build the banks up pretty good. So like I said, it'll take on a lot of water and hold a lot of water. Plus be getting that, having that, the excess be able to flow over there. But I think with this much area that this thing should be able to take on a lot of water and will hold a lot of water. And of course the pergola, I will definitely be doing that soon. You know, as time and money permits. You know how that goes. And also I got to get up there and cool seal the roof of the shop. Take this other lean-to down, take it apart, and build a smaller lean-to there, or get ready to put the lift there. I'm not sure, but that's what's coming at some point. I would love to be able to pour a 10 by 10 slab there and put the lift right there, and be able to hide the air tanks in the back, in front of it over there, and make that happen. That would be ideal in my world, time and money permitting. So that's what we got going on so far. Also, we are going to be taking tow truck down there to Mary's place and smoothing and getting her a spot ready here soon. And that's awesome. I am so happy for them, y'all. I'm so happy that we get to stay close to each other, and you know, still get to be doing what's best for Shorty. And you know, we are so much happier, as you heard in the live. A lot of you heard in the live. We are a lot happier now, and I think that's just great and better now. And it's like just a win-win for everybody. So yeah, I am going to be here for sure. For any time she needs anything, I'm going to be there. In fact, I'm working on a collaboration right now to help her get some extra power down there, because she wants to do the whole solar thing. So I get it. And we have that huge 4,000 watt generator in here, and I told her she could have that, take it down there, and I'll help her set it all up with the solar panels and the whole 9 yards, and this way they don't have to stress that. So I think that's awesome as well. And with a couple of extra batteries and solar, it won't be long and she'll have it going on down there, I promise y'all. Okay, you know, when we first made this decision, you know, I did offer her the camper, told her you could take the camper and move it over there, or I'll take the camper and move it over there and you can have the barn. But you know, she said she wanted to do it on her own. I said, okay, well, I can respect that. You know, whatever floats your boat makes you happy. That's what I'm all about, okay? So if that made her happy, okay, that made her happy. And it all seemed to work out for the best anyway, because now she's got the property down there, and this way the dogs can still be part of their lives, and they can be part of the dogs' lives, and you know, vice versa, you know how that goes. So yes, I am still going to be getting on this again, the time and money permitting, and slowly but surely getting that out. Also, I'm going to be putting gates up there and fence down along there, and I will be putting gates up there soon, and fence down along that side. I would love it if I could get it to a point where I put privacy fence down there. That would be the ultimate goal there. Privacy fence down through there. So that way when we're partying out here, people, you know, anybody riding down the road, or you know, I say partying, hanging out, having cookout and what have you like that, if somebody goes down that road and it's summertime like it is right now, all that dust is just going to kind of stay out there and not come over here. I mean, ideally a privacy hedge down through there, and I may even just do that. I may just put regular fence down through there and then just let the vines do their thing, you know, and it won't take very long and they'll take it over. So I don't know, we'll see about all that. But in the meantime, those are pretty much the plans for now. You know, as you know, I will get this eventually. I've been so busy helping everybody else out here lately, I haven't had much time for my own stuff. And but I will get there. You know, it's part of what you're supposed to do in life. You're supposed to give before you take. And what's the old saying? I think there's an old saying about reap what you sow. You know, treat others how you expect to be treated, all that kind of good stuff. So that's what I'm focusing on, you know. That's my main focus right there. And you know, let's keep this happy. You know, like I said, I am super happy for them, and I think it's awesome. You know, and again, Shorty still gets to have everybody close, so that's the best thing in the world. Couldn't ask for a better breakup, man. You know, you just can't. I've always been the calm one during a breakup and let people just, you know, they get all mad and be all nasty, and I'm just like, whatever, you know, okay. Not this time. This time it was mutual, and we agreed, and we separated, and everything is working out great. So wish her all the love in the world. Anyway, but I'm going to cut this short for today. I just want to kind of give you an insight of what's going on, and you know, I will be working on the barn here real soon. I'll give you a little peek in here, what's going on in here. So as you can see right here, real quick. So this platform here, where Shorty's desk was, that's where I'm going to put the hot tub. And I've still got to seal off this back area here and finish this roof and insulate all this. So I will be doing that here real soon. So in the meantime, y'all, don't forget, send all that love. You want to see all the newest stuff coming out, go over there and check out Mary and Miley's Adventures. And you know how that goes. That's YouTube etiquette. They get to post it first, and then I'll post my stuff afterwards. But you'll get to see all the ins and outs and all that stuff going on over there, what we're all pitching in and doing over there for them. So go do that. Go check them out. Give them a bunch of subscribers. Her channel has really been blowing up lately, thanks to y'all, and I want to thank you all so much for that. I'd like to get her built up there where everybody else is, so she can sustain easily. So in the meantime, like I said, don't forget, like, subscribe, share. Go over there and see Mary and Miley's Adventures. Show them some love, okay? And we'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys.